Starlings, and welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess with Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. I am glad that you are here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to watch another one of my videos. If you've been watching my content and haven't subscribed yet, please take the time out to go ahead and click on the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting new content, and so that you can be kept in the loop with what I am doing. Lastly, to those of you who are my members, my Capella members, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. I am so blessed to have you as part of my Capella circle. If you are interested in being part of this incredible community, where you get access to my free mobile app, you get access to chat with me in the app. You also have access to daily guidance videos, healing videos, monthly healing, what you need to do for the month, what you need to overcome for the month, like blockages and things like that, a whole bunch of other things. Please check out the description box below or head on over to capellawellness.com. Click on the Capella membership category in my menu on my landing page to see what you're being called to and to try it out for 14 days. Some of my memberships do offer a 14-day free trial. You can cancel at any time. Some of those memberships also include unlimited access to all of my extended videos, okay? What was the last thing I wanted to say? So we are going to be doing your reading for the end of January, all right? There will be an extended for this video, so if you're interested in what the extended is going to entail, please wait to the end of the video. I wish you guys a happy new year, a fantastic 2023. Lastly, if you would like to sow a seed into my mission work, into this channel, you can do so by making a donation or selecting an item from my wish list. Those links are in the description box below. May that be returned to you tenfold. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Cancer. How are you? I hope you are well. Happy New Year. I hope your year is off to a wonderful start. Cancer, if you haven't seen my other readings, I am doing things differently for the zodiac signs. I have been guided to only do 2 videos per zodiac sign per month. So what we're going to do here, Cancer, is we're going to see what guidance you have, what you need to know for the end of January 2023. So what I'll be doing is that, the end of the month and the beginning of the month for each zodiac sign, okay? And I'll also only be posting videos 6 zodiac signs per week. I'm not doing the 12 per week anymore. I have other bigger projects to do and some other things that they want me to focus on as far as my content goes, okay? Which includes the divine counterpart, the light counterpart connection is what my guys want me to call it, and other things. So just be mindful of that. So if you see for 1 week you're not seeing any of your top 3, your zodiac signs, wait till the following week to get your messages. All right, so there is going to be an extended for this reading, Cancer. The link for that is in the description box below. Wait until the end of the video to see what that reading is going to entail. All right, so here we go. Let's see what you need to know for the end of January 2023, Cancer. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What does Cancer need to know for the end of January 2023? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I'm hearing some of you are disappointed because of your big message that I gave you last year. Your Christmas message, I believe it was, or your last reading of the year. I'm seeing 4 of Cups and 5 of Cups already, but we'll see what comes out. Or like 7 of Swords, where you're trying to see to believe type of energy. Wow. Wow. Okay, Cancer. The energies are heavy here. My 8 of Cups flew on the other side of my altar. It flew in the reverse. I do read reversals because those are things that you need to do to get into alignment. Lesson learning. There's the 10 of Swords there. And the last one is the Chariot. So let's put them in this order.
I think that's going to look right that way. Anyway, it is what it is. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups at the bottom here. As you know, if you watched me before, I tend to channel messages for 2 different groups. It depends on where you're at. Take what resonates, see what doesn't. For somebody else, you have to be honest with yourself and your situation, okay? So, this is what catapulted out of that deck. You saw it. This is the most prominent energy, okay? Some of you guys, you are in jobs, in relationships, in situations, in living environments where you're not happy. You're faking your happiness. You're pretending that everything's fine. I'm hearing like, I hope so. I hope things turn out for the better. Cancer, I have to tell it to you straight. When it comes to tarot, when you get these amazing messages and things like that, like some of you are wanting the Ace of Cups. You want a new beginning. You want an overflow of abundance. You want to be healed. You want to be at peace. You want to find true love, but you got to be in alignment with it. This 8 of Cups in the reverse is not being in alignment with what it is that you're trying to hope for here. You know, I mean, this is honesty at its finest because I care. Unconditional love for others that's coming from me means I have to be completely blunt with people, okay? If you're not receptive to the truth, there's still some things that you need to heal. And that's not coming from a place of judgment. I've been through this stuff. I pretended that everything was fine and I was happy. Yeah, everything's great and everything's fine and dandy when it kind of really wasn't. Faking your happiness, guys, you attract more unhappiness. You attract more lack of fulfillment. Okay? That's just how it is. You're gonna have to face yourself here, Cancer, and be completely honest with yourself about why you were staying in something that you know doesn't bring you happiness. It doesn't give you that fulfillment. That it's like you're lying to yourself and others about what's going on in your life or that everything's fine. You know what that does? You're out of alignment with your higher self. You're going to attract more happiness into your life. That's just the way that it is, Cancer. And I wouldn't want to wish that upon you or anybody else. You know what ultimately fulfills you. You know what ultimately brings you that joy, that bliss, that happiness. And some of you need to work on self-love. You got to work on your healing. You got to find those things on your own to fulfill you. It's not your counterpart. It's not another relationship. So some of you guys are dating and, you know, it's like you're trying to find something new. You're trying to find true love and you're chasing it. You need to let it come to you. But if you want somebody to love you for who you are, unconditionally, with the utmost amount of respect and support, and, you know, there's true happiness there, you gotta love yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup, Cancer, and that tends to be a theme for you, and that's your shadow side. And that's okay, up until the point where you continue to pretend that everything is okay, when you know it is not. You've got to come to this harsh realization of this, Cancer. I've been through this. I know what this is like. But when you start doing things that make you happy, make you fulfilled, and you find your holy grail, everything changes. The people around you change for the better. I've been seeing that with people around me since I moved back to my parents' house. I didn't intend to come here, but I started to realize that I'm a powerful healer, more powerful than I thought was possible. When I'm in an element of this, when I'm in an energy of this, overflowing with happiness and unconditional love and just living my life, considering my circumstances, when my circumstances really aren't as bad as I thought they were going to be, it floods out of me. It starts to have a domino effect on others. And then everyone starts to change. Everyone else starts to heal. It starts with you, Cancer. Your healing starts with you. Your happiness starts with you. Okay? I've just heard you're living a lie. And you know you are. And don't beat yourself up about it either, Cancer. This is just something that you're going to have to come to terms with. It's like a now or never type of energy is what I'm hearing. You're too overly codependent on others to fulfill your happiness, to fill your cup. It doesn't work that way. You can try to not believe that. You can try to continue to seek that holy grail, but for them to give it to you as opposed to God giving it to you, you're going to continue to run yourself ragged and be in a complete state of emotional unfulfillment. You know you need to walk away from something, Cancer, and you're just hesitating on doing that. You continue to be unlucky in love. You continue to be betrayed and backstabbed. It could even be your job. Okay? People are trying to make you look like a failure. Or you go above and beyond and you're trying to kind of save face or trying to do these things that you think are going to bring you what is going to make you feel better about yourself. Even in career, guys, it's not going to work. I went through that for 18 years? 17 years? Until God said, Jess, you've had enough. The promotions, the accolades, the trophies, the certificates, the titles in your career do not bring you this. It's cups, guys. It's not pentacles. And God said, I need to pull you out, Jess. You're going to understand what really makes you happy. And what I'm doing right now is what brings that fulfillment. If I'm here to help, here to heal, to inspire, to enlighten, that is what gets me going. That is what brings me Ace of Cups. I'm in the flow of things. I'm not tied to a 9-to-5 job where I'm succumbing myself to somebody else's goals and aspirations and telling me, well, Jess, you're going to have to do these things to get promoted. And then I do that and above and beyond. And then they come back with some other bullshit and say, well, you know what? Yeah, you needed this too. And what did that do to me? I'm like, shit. I feel like shit. I feel like a failure. Really? This is like complete overkill, like down and out, just dead in the water. Like, wow, I guess I'm really not as great. Now I have to push even harder. And it's like, no, I don't. Neither do you. There's like complete distress here. Some of you are being very mistreated. There are also some of you who are in a relationship. You know it's not making you happy. You're in a job that's not making you happy. Maybe you've got a boss who tends to go off all over the place and dumps everything on you, right? Overkill, depletion of energy. We got that in my weekly message. If you haven't seen my weekly message, I would highly recommend that you watch it. I will have an end screen with the playlist for that so that you can watch that video if you haven't seen it. It's like people, jobs, things, they make you feel like you suck at it, like you're a failure when you're not. You only fail when you don't get back up. You only fail when you believe that about yourself, that you are a failure. You got to come out of this victim energy, Cancer. You're not a victim, you're the victor. There's accountability here. And the accountability is you being honest with yourself about your happiness, about where you are right now. Do you feel at peace? Do you feel that unconditional love of God flowing through you and out of you so that other people can feel that from you? Are you truly in a state of bliss? And I don't think that is the case for the majority of you. What I'm hearing with this Ten of Swords, guys, is you got to put this to an end. This is an awakening. You are awakening to this truth. And the time to change this or to accept this is now. Because you will continue to be emotionally unfulfilled. And God does not want that for you. I don't want that for you. You're staying in a place of complacency. because there's something about you feel comfortable in your comfort zone. Oh, I'm used to being taken advantage of. I'm used to being, in this very depleted energy in my cup. It's like, guys, some of you have nothing in your cup to give. You're running on empty. Some of you are running on fumes, which is what this Ten of Swords is. There's complete overkill here with regards to you staying in situations and relationships where nothing's going to come in that situation, where there's no joy there. There's no abundance. Ten of Swords is such a low energy, Cancer. You can't attract Ace of Cups. You can't attract an overflow of abundance. You can't attract peace. You can't attract true love when you are in Ten of Swords with the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Something's got to give, Cancer. It's the cold hard truth. But it's a choice, is it not? This is your card. They're showing up in your reading with the Chariot. It's time to move forward. It's time to follow your divine guidance that you've been given over the years, over the months, God knows how long it's been, to move away from this energy. That's why the Chariot is in the opposite, is on the other side of this. Now, I'm kind of hoping that it's in the order it's supposed to be in. Maybe, maybe not. But keep in mind, it may have to be like this. It starts with the Eight of Cups. You're done with this. You're done. It's over. I can't deal with this anymore. I need to change something. Some of you need to literally move from where you are. Someplace that's far away from what all of this fakeness is. Now, I'm not throwing the fake card at you because what that means is that's coming from your subconscious. Because again, this is faking happiness right here. You can't live a life like that anymore, Cancer. It's time to start working towards your healing here. Because God has something beautiful. He has something amazing. But you got to start filling up your cup first. This is the year to do this, Cancer. This, if you've been watching me for quite some time, this is a perpetual message. If you continuously receive the same message about filling your own cup and finding your own happiness, you tend to get 8 cups every now and again. It's not changing because you're not walking away from the situation. You're turning a blind eye to the truth. And you're probably tired of hearing the same damn thing, Cancer. But the truth is, it's because you haven't moved away from it. You haven't taken action on changing your situation for the better. And I can tell you all day, every day, you're going to get the true love. That's why I felt the disappointment. And boy, you are way more disappointed. It's like, whatever. I'm not going to do anything. It keeps happening over and over and over again. Ten of Swords is lesson after lesson after lesson that you don't learn until God gets you to rock bottom, to get you to see the light within yourself. To get you to see that you are ultimately responsible for your happiness and for your bliss, for your abundance. And yeah, there are times where there are trials and tribulations, massive, serious tests that come in to see if you're going to stay down. That's when the devil works with God in tandem to put you in this place to see if you're going to get back up. Because guess what, Cancer? When you are close to your miracles, when you're close to that, having the love of a lifetime and everything under the sun, the devil will hit you hard to see if you are going to stay in a dark energy. Because again, this does not attract divine things with this Ace of Cups. It doesn't. Like attracts like, okay? So when I felt disappointment, this is downright just utter and pure destruction. It's the rock bottom energy. And again, that's saying to me, my guides are like, Cancer, you keep Ace of Swords as information, it's ideas, it's guidance, divine intelligence. You keep receiving this, but you're not taking it. And so because of that, it's gotten you to the Ten of Swords. Because you haven't walked away. Because you're not coming to face the truth about your situation, Cancer. And tarot is not supposed to be meant for all shits and giggles and rainbows and unicorns and puppy dogs. You will have that when you're in alignment with it. Just because an amazing reading, this is why I said it. My last reading for you guys before the year was out was beautiful. And honestly, guys, I got the most views for Cancer out of that one reading in my entire time of doing Cancer readings. And I said, wow. And I remember somebody saying, well, I hope so that this happens. And I believe I said to that person, if you're in alignment and you believe and you trust, and you're doing your healing and you're loving yourself and all these other things, whatever I said, that miracle will happen. Those things will happen to Cancer. But apparently some of you were expecting, because the tarot said it, and you didn't do the work for it, you weren't in alignment with it, now you feel like, I'm not doing shit. This shit keeps happening over and over and over again. The lesson needs to be learned, Cancer. And you need to pull the swords out of your own back. I'm not going to do it for you. The tarot's not going to do it for you. God won't do it for you either, because you need to get back up. And you need to do an about face and say, I'm done with feeling like a victim. I'm done with being betrayed and mistreated and feeling like shit. That's a choice to feel like shit, Cancer. Ten of Swords are complete endings. This is something you cannot avoid any longer. It's time for you to stop faking it, to stop lying to yourself and to other people about everything's all fine and dandy when it's not. Some people can probably tell, Cancer, that you're not where you need to be. And for me, I kind of hid that because there's a sense of vulnerability with this. And things aren't really going right, but you know that you're being led to something even better, but you're afraid that some people may not believe you with regards to what's going on, or with regards to what you feel that God is leading you towards, okay? For the others of you, oh, one other thing with the Chariot, guys, because you're here. You need to believe that you will be victorious, that you will come out of this situation, but the Chariot involves you taking initiative and taking action. You got to find the willpower and fortitude within yourself to overcome your blocks, to overcome obstacles. This is you taking the reins here and say, okay, God, lead me to where I need to be. I need to trust in you. You need me to take action, God? Okay, you need me to move, God? You need me to go through this? Some of you, this is a divorce for some of you. Or you're still trying to recover from a divorce. You know what's funny? I saw this ad about this woman, right? Talking about how to, determining, is this going to be an expensive divorce or like a horrible divorce? Guess what? I went through a divorce and there was a lot of peace in it because I followed God's guidance on what to do. I could have totally cleaned my ex-husband out. I could have totally given him hell. But what was that going to do? That was going to come back on me, was it not? I saw the truth of the situation, and I saw this as a new beginning. I said, you know what, God? Okay. God's like, now you're going to find your true happiness, and what's going to happen is, I met my divine counterpart after I took action, and I literally moved out of the house. And I rented a townhouse not too far from where my ex-husband was living, our old house. And I started anew. And I started to fill my cup first. And not too long after that, I ran into my divine counterpart at my job. Little did I know that was even going to happen. Little did I know I was a freaking light counterpart. That's a whole other story for another day. And over time, I was doing me. And I was doing what I wanted to do. And then God pulled me out of my career and he pulled me into my purpose. And the amount of peace I have in my life is something that I could have never fathomed. The healing that flows through, the love that God has and the love that I give out. That's what we're here for. And we're supposed to be utilized as an example for others to kind of encourage them to do the same, which is what I'm doing for you. And when your cup runneth over, you will attract the most amazing blessings, the most amazing gifts from God, the overflow of abundance in all senses of the word. Is not just about money. It's not just about love. It's everything else. I always talk about peace and abundance of peace. People don't really talk about that. And I'm looking at this Christmas card. I'm looking at the dove, and the dove is right here, and that's about peace. Right? If we want more peace in the world, you got to start with the peace within yourself. So some of you really need to kind of hold on to those reins. God, okay, I'm going to do this. That's having the determination to do it. To literally make some forward progress when you take action and you start doing what you know in your heart is right for you to do. Again, following your divine guidance and trusting that God is going to lead you to where you need to be. There is victory here, there is success, but you've got to have some balance and self-control here. Oh, that was a release. Thank you. Again. You guys need to clear a lot of stuff out. Okay? Thank you again. Something's got to change. Okay? The others of you, your life is changing for the better with this Eight of Cups here. God is pulling you away from the life that you're living now because you've been there, done that. You're moving on to something bigger and better. The worst is over now. For those of you who've completed this major phase of healing, all of this harshness in life, adversity, hitting rock bottom, okay? Being in complete ruins, like, oh my God, I cannot believe this happened to me. All the pain and the suffering is ending for those of you who rose above it, okay? You gotta rise above this thing. I don't know why I'm getting this. I'm hearing there's a tarot reader here who is Cancer Sun, maybe Cancer Moon. You read, you give out these positive messages, but you're not actually following them yourself. You're pretending that everything's fine, but there's something going on with your business or the channel, and you're kind of like, you know something needs to change. There's something about you feel like a failure. Now I'm getting something about you didn't follow your divine guidance about the true love that God was handing you. He was giving you the greatest blessing of all, but you chose the business. You chose somebody else. You didn't choose true love because you were betrayed so much by your person. Your person came with the truth before, and you were totally torn apart by it. And instead of forgiving this person, instead of giving this person unconditional love, you said, no, I'm not forgiving you. I'm moving on to somebody else. And you stayed with your tarot business or your channel or something. And things aren't really working out the way that you had hoped. you're regretting walking away from your divine counterpart. And you're starting to realize your life could have been completely different. Because some of you are starting to realize is if you chose a life partner instead of your divine counterpart, you're not experiencing that bliss with that person, that true love. Now, for whoever this is for, don't beat yourself up about it. There could be like a second coming around with this person. I don't know. Maybe you want to file for divorce from your counterpart, or you want to end the relationship. I mean, from the person who's not your counterpart, the life partner, something like that, the soulmate. Okay? You want something different with the Chariot card. This is really crazy. This is for somebody specific. So God may very well be giving you another opportunity at love here. Wow. That is huge, because for those who don't choose their divine counterparts and they start to realize that their life partner and soulmate is not the same type of love, because it is not. Sometimes they don't get a second opportunity, a second chance, but apparently for whoever this is, you're getting that. And for others of you, it's either you or your person. They have to stop lying to themselves that everything is well, everything's fine and dandy. Because again, this goes back, it may not be you, it could be your person, Cancer. And it's like overkill. They cannot continue to get hit hard with these life's lessons and not do anything with it. There's something about somebody needs to get over it with regards to feeling like a failure. Getting over that divorce where they were betrayed in love before, they were hurt badly. I mean, they were run to the ground here by somebody in a marriage, in a relationship. I'm getting strong energy, someone getting divorced from this person, but the pain was still lingering around. And they closed themselves off to love and said, I'm not getting married again. I'm not going to be in a relationship again. Fuck that. I'm just whatever. But then somebody came around and God gave him the greatest blessing of all. Someone came into their lives and said, and God said, this is what you always wanted. This person is going to help you to heal. This person is going to help you to understand what unconditional love is. I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner. That song comes up quite often. And your person, or somebody, turned that away. Your person walked away from that love and they regret it like nobody's business. They feel like complete shit that they walked away from the greatest love they could have ever had. But what's happening here is, Cancer, is this person's having a change of heart. They're telling themselves, I'm not a failure. These are lessons that I had to learn, and they ran me into the ground, but now I see the light. Now I see the truth as to why I had to go through this. That I am deserving of true love, that I can have love again, that it does exist, that true love does exist. This person could very well be lying to you about how everything is great when it's not, because they lost you, and it was an incredibly painful, excruciating, heart-wrenching loss. Because they didn't take action. They didn't follow divine guidance. They didn't trust their intuition about who you were and what this love was. That they felt that you were a blessing to them, but they started to second guess that. So now this person's changing their perspective on this. I see Hangman with this Pisces energy and this Cancer energy. They're saying, you know what? I got to muster up that courage. This is not over. This is not done yet. I was seeing this song by Scott Ryan or Stephen Ryan or Steve Ryan called, oh God, what was it? I Don't Think We're Over Yet. Something like that. Go listen to that song. I think it's titled, I Don't Think We're Over Yet. Because this person's starting to realize we're not done with this. I still have the chance because the Ace of Cups is here. This person is being given another opportunity from God. Look, Here's the blessing again. You know that this is the love of a lifetime. I need you to take action on this. I need you to have the courage and the willpower and the fortitude to stay determined, stay on course, stay on track, and go the distance. That you will be victorious. When you pour your heart out to your person, when you express your undying love for them and what's really inside, this love that you feel for Cancer, now I'm talking to the person, it will work out. You will be triumphant in this. Your person will be triumphant in this. It's like they hesitated. They wanted to take action and they pulled back. They want to take action and they pull back. Because it's like, could be fear about being betrayed again. Could be fearful of like when they come back in and the person comes at them like, what the hell? You failed me. You betrayed me. You did this. If you, Cancer, come at this person with that type of energy, you're coming from a distorted feminine energy. You cannot have the love of your lifetime. You cannot have true love if you're coming from a place of anger and bitterness. If you going back to the past and pointing fingers, you're blaming the other person for your pain and your suffering. We are not here to do that. We are responsible for our happiness. We choose whether to be happy or not. Again, that's victim energy here. Blaming everybody else for your shit. For you feeling like shit, or for you feeling betrayed and backstabbed and all this other really dark energy with the Ten of Swords. Accountability. It takes two to tango. When we're betrayed by people, we got to look at ourselves and say, well, what caused that? Because with that type of energy, both of you are at a lower echelon. You're both at a low place. That's what attracts that type of stuff. You being in high agape frequency, highest frequency of all, does not attract Ten of Swords. So this person's moving towards you. They want something new here. They want a new beginning. They want some renewal here. This is purification of the heart. This is person flushing out this Ten of Swords to allow the Ace of Cups to fill them up. Let me fill you up with love type of energy. I think that's a, fill you up is a Nelson song. That line from that song, stop your crying. Stop your crying. Stop like this, or like abundance of tears for some of you. But you got to take charge of your life here. And your person's starting to take charge of things now. Because they see the truth in the situation. This person's heading towards you. They could literally be coming to see you. Because I get the Chariot as unexpected visitor, but the Divine is driving them to do this. The Divine is orchestrating this trip, this travel. They're being led by the Divine to do this. They have this very strong need to see you. And we'll see that with the message cards in the extended here, if that comes out. It probably will. They cannot turn themselves away from this love. So this person here is being very willful and determined to tell you how they feel. They can't be in this pain anymore. They can't fake this happiness, pretend that everything's all fine and dandy. So they're literally, some of them are going to travel to you, car, airplane, whatever that is. Because they want to show you how serious they are about how they feel about you. They want to tell you in person. They want to pour their heart out to you in person.
And when this person does, it's going to be very emotional, Cancer. I see both of you crying in this because there's a massive release for the both of you with this Ace of Cups. The dam finally breaks when these emotions get spoken, when they're spoken, when this flood of emotions come out. And you will move forward together in this. Okay? It's a new beginning for the both of you. But that's if you are in alignment with this. Because the feminine who is in her power, she's happy no matter what. Because she understood, she found her holy grail. She's attracting her masculine to her, to have him express his love to her. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person is mustering up the courage, as I said, to tell you how they feel. And they're going to bombard you with a lot of emotions because they have profound love for you, Cancer. They're going to take a chance. And they're doing it in a very creative way, but they're going for it. They're determined. The courage and bravery that this person's going to have is they're doing something they've never done before. They feel like they're not ready, but they know that they are. They have to believe that they are. They just have to get their foot through the door. And then everything will be fine because they were incredibly supported by God, by the spirit team. Oh my God. Top of the deck is the 8 of Wands. You see, there's the communication. It's coming out of nowhere. And I said air travel as this is somebody showing up out of the blue. You are not going to see them coming. This communication that you're going to get from them or this visit from this person, you're not going to know when this person's coming in. They can literally be showing up right after you watch this video or like soon after. Now, don't get caught up in the timing. You've got to be in alignment with that energy. As I said, this is alignment. If you are in your pure state of bliss, Cancer, and you're loving your life and your cup is just so full of love and joy and contentment, and it's pouring out of you like the freaking Niagara Falls. Okay? You now are in alignment for your person to pour out their love to you. You see how this works? When the feminine pours out her love and she has that cup, it's Niagara Falls. Guess what? You're now having your person take action to pour all of that emotion, their love out to you. Part of the law of attraction. You are going to get a huge outpouring of emotions. There's a lot of passion with this too, with the 8 of Wands, the Page of Wands that we saw. But when I talk about an unexpected visitor, yeah, I'm hearing they already bought the plane ticket. This could also mean that somebody is moving. They're relocating to see you. They're moving to where you are. That's for a few of you. There's huge energy of travel. Huge energy of communication. It's going to be very, very passionate in nature. I'm telling you, like, when this person, what he's going to say to you, or she, it's going to catch you off guard for sure. I mean, this is an explosion of energy, an explosion of passion. This person's doing it in a very creative way, and they're taking a chance on this. They are determined to tell you how they really feel, and it's deep. It really is. Because they're now in alignment with that love too. They see this love for what it is. And for some of you, they're telling this to you in person. Because it's kind of like, again, I really need to see you. It's like they need to see your face, or they need to be around you. They want to see your reaction. They want you to know that they're serious about this. I'm hearing I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that I kept this love in for so long. 7, Chariot. The divine is definitely behind this. This is a divinely guided connection. This is also for a few of you. You've been in this connection for 7 years or more. This person could have very well loved you for 7 years. It's a long time. What guidance do we have for Cancer? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. So, at the time of this recording, Mercury is now direct. It's still in the shadow period, but it's turned direct. That's what's causing this communication, this outpouring of emotions, like the explosion of energy, along with the explosion of emotions. This is also about Mars is now direct. We're going to have the new moon in Aquarius on the 21st of January. Right after that, Uranus goes direct. And on the 22nd of January, right after the new moon, we have the Chinese New Year with the water rabbit. Water rabbit, the rabbit is the luckiest Chinese zodiac sign. It's fertility, it's new beginnings, it's good luck. There's a massive culmination of energies that are catapulting a lot of these divine masculines, because they're now divine masculine, because some of you are true divine feminine Christ, to get them to pour out their emotions. It's got to flood out. I keep getting this energy that the dam is breaking. So we have perspective here. None of this matters. Zoom out in common ground. You got to look at this from a different perspective. It's like zoom out a little bit. Some of you are too tunnel vision with this. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Yeah, you have. Big picture thinking. Look at the bigger picture. I think I said that, did I not? Pleiades energy. Visionary, inspired ideas. That's Page of Wands energy. Get creative. Like, do something that lights you up. Take a chance on doing something creative for yourself that makes you happy. The Great Severing. This card has been coming up a lot. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. I talked about bitterness, anger, and resentment. Nope, nope, nope. It's coming from Ten of Swords. You put yourself in that energy, Cancer. It's not going to help you. Bottom of the deck is Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. A lot of the other signs have been getting this too. You are a spiritual being in a human meat suit, guys. You are in Earth school. This is not easy. The Great Severing. They want me to read that one because that is a shadow card, okay? One that may feel confrontational. Don't be afraid. It's here to bring to the surface anything that's standing in the way of letting love in. The warring planet of Mars is our constant reminder that it's important to soften, forgive, and find our way back to love. There are many things in the human experience that make it difficult for our heart and soul to stay open to the never-ending source of love. We're all wounded, and our unconscious wounds inflict wounds on others. If you can feel like a never-ending dance, we can never escape. If we aren't careful, before long we'll see the world as a scary, dangerous place where fear and anxiety roam free. If this card surfaces, it could be for two reasons. Firstly, for you to acknowledge the difficult emotions, situations, conflicts, wounds, and fears that are causing you pain and anxiety. And secondly, for you to find your way back to love. When we're hurt, it's normal to close off our heart to the world, to let the painful experience confirm the agony of separation in earthly life. Soften and find your way back to love anyway. When fear, anxiety, and paranoia paralyze you, it's normal to want to hide away from others in the world. Come out of your cave and soften your heart anyway. We're all innocent children spinning our way around the world. Find a way to see the innocence in all people, especially yourself, and find the way to unconditionally love yourself and others, no matter what they've done to you. When you can do that, you will not believe the amount of blessings and abundance that will come flooding your way. Because you are in your spiritual state of being. You are operating as your true divine self. It's Christ consciousness. That is what the Ace of Cups is about. This is what Christ taught us. And so many people forget that. It's not just him dying for our sins and being on the cross. It's way, way, way more than that. How are you cutting yourself off from love? How can you soften towards those who have hurt you? This has got to go. See, they don't even want me to pick up the cards. Again, you will not have true love in your life, the love of a lifetime, if you have this in your heart chakra. It does not work that way. This is not divine energy. It's got to be released. It's your choice. It's not somebody else's. It's you. It's up to you. I was just told something that I'm not going to share. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture, Cancer. Step away from the blinkered vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Victim energy. Don't do it. Change your perspective. Shift your point of view and zoom out, out, out. We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. Guys, I am not a proponent of putting more of this bullshit energy out into the universe, out into the planet. That we have to stop doing this. It's not helping the rest of us. Remember, this is not about you. It's about the collective. All right? Look at Christ. It wasn't about him. He was trying to be that light for us to get us to heal, helping us to heal so we can heal others. It's the coming together of the healing of the collective. That Ten of Swords and the Great Severing energy, we don't need that. And if you are in that, you are doing the rest of the collective a disservice. Why would you want to put more anger, hate, and bitterness into the world? It doesn't help anybody, let alone it doesn't help yourself. How are you being called to change your perspective? To find deep compassion in your heart, to gain a greater perspective of humanity in this fleeting moment in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the timeline of all that is, was, and ever will be. Forever and ever. Amen. Learning how to be human, guys. We do have human emotions. Now, yes, anger, bitterness, they are human emotions. But when you allow this to fester and sink into your soul, that is where it gets dangerous. That is where it leads to more pain and destruction and all the other crap in your life that comes crashing down. And again, that is on you. You've been through this before. Learn from it. Oh my God. See, now my stand wants to come crashing down. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? We're now going to do your wellness tip for the end of January 2023, guys. Let's see what we get. Okay, so I'm going to go to the extended right after this. The extended is going to entail what's blocking you. Because you guys, some of you, you're dealing with some serious blocks. Okay? We all have blocks, guys. We're human. We're going to find out what's blocking you from having true love in your life, aside from what I said, or could be confirming what else I said. It's also, I'll give you guidance on how to overcome those blocks. We're also going to see what archangels are supporting you for the end of January 2023. They're going to give you some very valuable insight into what else it is that you need to do. I highly recommend that you work with those archangels, whoever shows up in the extended reading. And lastly, we're going to see what's going on with your person at this time and what messages they have for you. Now remember, your person is always your greatest teacher. Whatever messages come out, they can very well be giving you divine guidance too. Oh my God. My card caught on fire. There's a reason for this. Interesting. There's more colors behind this. Well, that could have been a disaster. Look, now I got a hole in it. Listen, listen. They want me to go back to it. The fire energy could also lead to destruction. There's always a good side and a bad side to all the elements. Fire, water, air, earth. Earthquakes. But earth provides with food and nourishment, right, for all living things. Fire gives us warmth. It cooks things, when you're camping or whatever. It helps to give us light in darkness, but it's also destructive. Look, it could have completely destroyed my card. Water is the same thing. Floods, tsunamis, hurricanes, but it's a source of nourishment. Without water, we cannot live. Without water, there's no life on earth. Air, oxygen, the air that we breathe. The air also comes with hurricanes and, if there's too much of carbon dioxide, that is harmful, right? Air mixed with other elements is destructive. So what I'm getting with this, there's a reason why this card burned in your reading. You gotta put that fire out with regards to the shadow side fire element energy, anger, bitterness, destructiveness. It's the shadow side of Mars. You have the Mars card. The more you put that energy out there, at some point, this card will be completely gone. And again, I'm going to read it. Find common ground to find deep compassion in your heart. And when I get with this fire that was set to this card now, some of you, I'm hearing, fuck that. I'm not going to find that compassion because that person screwed me over. Good luck to you, Cancer. Because when you want this in your life, it won't come to you. You got to put out that fire. But what you got to do is to transmute that into the positive side of what fire brings us. It's the light. You've got to be the light. You got to be that fire, that spark. Not the destructive spark. Okay? It doesn't work that way. Jeez. That energy is strong here. For some of you, that Mars energy is very strong. And Mars just came out of being retrograde. Be very careful with the destructive side of Mars, guys. Could be your person. What wellness tip do we have for Mars, for Cancer, for end of January 2023? Look at that. So for the extended, I don't think I said it. Yeah, what's blocking you, how to remove the blocks, what your person's going through right now, what's going on with them, and messages they have for you. Have a proper conversation, catching up with an old friend. We did get strong energy of communication, did we not? You're being greatly supported by the universe to have this conversation with this person, whoever it is. It doesn't have to be your counterpart. It could be a father, mother, brother, sister, spouse, or even an old friend who you trust. Okay? Whoever this is, whoever came to mind when you saw this, that's who you need to have the conversation with. Okay? Talk to, I'm hearing don't text them. Call them up. Meet up with them. The chariot with the ace the ace of wands, the 8 of wands. Get up and dance like nobody is watching. This raises your vibration. Some of you love to dance. Go back and start dancing, okay? You may have danced a lot as a child or something. Maybe go find your old friend and have a conversation and go out dancing together or something like you used to, whoever that is for. This turned out to be way longer than I thought, but the message has to get out. The message has to get out. All right, Cancer. Go do something fun. Go get that. I'm surprised that, see, if this card was back here, this card would have probably been set on fire too. That's okay. There was a meaning for that, a reason for that. But anyway, go talk to somebody. Call them up. Maybe send them a note. Hey, you know what? Can I come by? Can I come over? Chariot, 8 of Wands. I want to talk. I want to pour my heart out to you. Be vulnerable here. Don't hold anything back. It's not going to help you either. Okay, Cancer. I'm going to go on to the extended. All right, we're going to go look more into this, and we're going to obliterate whatever is blocking you once and for all. And some of that is in here, but there's other stuff that is blocking you that you probably don't see. And we're going to get a lot more guidance from the archangels, and your person also has some unspoken words for you too. They are very clear in wanting you to know some things, and you may want to be receptive of that, okay? Because they do have some truths to tell you, and before they come forward with that outpouring of emotions, I'm hearing your person wants you to be prepared for this, because it's going to be a lot, okay? Hit with that flooding water, okay? All right, Cancer. If you're not coming with me to the extended, and this is where I leave you, thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. Always, I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness.